What's up, guys? So it's Friday and it's time for another Gundam fight. Or, hell, I don't know what to call it. But it's Friday time. So, it was kind of hard to decide what to do for today, but I've come down to this. It's another one of my different tiers of matches, and I call it tag teams. It could be any two mobile suits or, Gundams joined in a team together versus another team. But for today, I want to start with something we're all familiar with. Now, all throughout the Gundam universe, there's always been a pair of mobile suits. Like, it's either, not just a pair, but like, there's always a particular two that always like to work together. And so for today's match, I want to bring up the Mercurius and the Vayeate versus the most recent Gadessa+Garazzo. Now, how are we going to do this? Now, I paired those two, and I want to choose those two for today's fight because they're actually very similar to each other. You have Vayeate, which is the blue one, I think. Vayeate, which is totally offensive, and it has the huge cannon, just like the Gadessa. All attacks has a huge cannon, has a beam saber, has no GN field. Now, the Mercurius, on the other hand, has the planet defensors, which are those floating shield things that it has, which is supposed to like generate a powerful energy field that can block even the most powerful of beam attacks. Now, with that, it's also a close combat mobile suit, mostly defense, but to assist, it has a close combat, which has the shield with the huge beam saber attached to it, kind of like I think. No, never mind. And so with that, you have the Garazzo, who's also close combat, but it has the GN field generator on one shoulder. So, for round one, I want to do it this way. Let's do Mercurius and Vayeate normal versus Gadessa+Garazzo normal. So yes, that still means they have the Veda backup and the GN drive. But that does not mean they're being piloted by innovators. This is, once again, original pilots not taken into consideration. It could be like I said, what if these mobile suits had a spirit, So it's just these mobile suits against, whoever else, or whoever else they're fighting against. Now, for the second round, this is where I like to put it in. This is where I like to kind of spice things up. Now, for Gadessa+Garazzo, they will still be the same. Oh, I'm sorry. Back to round one. You know how Gadessa+Garazzo has the GN drive? No Trans Am. Alright, no Trans Am. Okay. Just to be clear. Now, second round. I want to spice things up here in the second round. Gadessa+Garazzo stay the same. They keep their GN drive, and they're allowed to use Trans Am. Now, for Mercurius and Vayeate. Oh, and Gadessa+Garazzo. Sorry. This always happens. Okay, so the Gadessa+Garazzo, they have their Trans Am, they have their GN drive, they also have their Veda backup, alright? So now, Mercurius and Vayeate, give them a GN drive, give them Trans Am, give them the Zero system. Whoever pilots them will be allowed to use the Veda backup and the Zero system. So, just to go over that again, round one, normal state, Mercurius and Vayeate versus normal state, Gadessa+Garazzo. Except they don't get to use Trans Am. Round two. Once again, normal Gadessa+Garazzo, but with all capabilities. Veda backup, Trans Am, GN drive, what have you. Just no innovator pilot. Of course, no pilots involved. And Vayeate and Mercurius, they get their own GN drive, they get their own Trans Am system, and they get the Zero system. So, what do you guys think? Do you think it'll be one team who goes on top of one team? Or is it going to be, or is one member of each team going to get wiped out, and then it's going to be a one-on-one at the end? What do you think is going to happen? I think this is going to be really exciting. So get to it, guys. You know the rules, and I'll catch you guys later. And I'm very excited to hear what you guys have to say. All right, peace.